Hello and welcome to this tutorial, and in this video I'll describe the procedure of tabulating and analyzing Likert scale data. And Likert scale data is basically data or questions in which you get the responses or the opinions of the respondents in your questionnaire. Okay, so for example, you could have you could have a question like, are you satisfied with our products? So you could have, let's say, very satisfied, satisfied, neutral, dissatisfied, or very dissatisfied. Okay, basically you have a respondent and you will have, for example, a question, let's say question 1. So you have a question 1 and you have a question 2. Okay, similarly you have a question 3, so on and so forth. And as you keep on getting your questionnaires back, you will be entering some data. Let's say I have respondent 1, 2, and 3. And in the first one, in my first question, the person said, I strongly agree. And in the second one, for the same question, the person says, I'm neutral. And for the third one, he says, I disagree. And you will be doing that for the other questions as well. Okay, now I have some survey data which I have cleaned, and I've removed the questions. Okay, I've just called them as Likert question 1, question 2, 3, 4, and I have like 10 questions. And I also have some responses. I have 193 respondents, okay, or 92 rather. I've cleaned the data, and if you go up, and you will also notice that there are some blank. Okay, so you have to keep that in mind. Anything else, you need to look at your data if it needs to be cleaned. So let's start and do the counting of our. So let's come down over here, and what we'll do here is we'll say strongly agree, and then we have agree, neutral, disagree, and strongly disagree, and we have some blanks equal to count if, and then open the brackets, select your range, comma, and then open your quotes and just say strongly agree. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's capital or not. Press enter, and I have 28. And I'm going to do the same thing for agree, neutral, disagree, strongly agree, and blanks. So let's do that one by one. I'm going to say equal to count if, open the brackets, select your range. Okay, comma, and then I'm going to say agree. Sorry, open the brackets. And that's 79. Now we can do with neutral. Select the range. Just going to repeat the formulas. Close the bracket, and I'm going to say disagree. Let me count that. Count. Range is the same. And the criteria is disagree, strongly agree, equal to, again count if, open the bracket, same range, strongly disagree, close the bracket, enter, and finally we have blanks equal to count. Instead of selecting count if, we're going to say select count blank, and the range is the same. Highlight the range all the way till the top, close the bracket, press enter, and now we have 6 blanks. Okay, now let's verify this. This should come, the total of all of these should come to 192. So let's go and verify that. So I'm going to say total, and over here I'm going to have a sum. Press enter, and 192, which is just fine. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to copy the formulas across, highlight the whole thing, and because it's the same concept for all of these questions. There you go. Okay, now the next thing we have to do is we need to count the percentages for each of these. Okay, so the way to do that is, let me copy this. I'll say copy this and put it over here. And let's get into this column, this cell equal to, and we'll say count. Sorry, not count. I'm going to select this one. In fact, I'm going to open the bracket. This cell divided by the total, which is 192. Okay, close that, and you multiply that by 100. Press enter. You're fine. This one, this is going to be constant. The 204 is going to be constant, so I'm going to press $1 over here. Okay, so when I copy it, it copies perfectly without making a mistake. And for agree, I'm going to say same thing. I'm going to select, for example, let me see if I can copy this across. Okay, that looks fine. Okay, I'm going to remove the decimals, and the total should come to 100. If I've done it correctly, it should come to 100. Okay, that's right. And let's copy this across for each of them. Okay, it's all 100, so that looks fine. Now I need the titles of my questions. Okay, that is needed when you are making the charts. We go down, let me copy it here, and I'm going to copy it here as well. Press escape. Okay, now we're good to go. That looks fine. Okay, now when you want to make your charts, okay, now basically your data is done, and what we have done is we have taken each question and we have done the analysis. Okay, we know how many agree, how many disagree, how many are neutral, and you can use the data when you're writing your report. That, for example, question number 1, 28 agreed, or like we can say 28 plus 79 agreed. If you want the percentage, you can get it from here. So let's do a table. Let's say I want to do it for the first one. Okay, without selecting the total, just come over here, tell blank. I'm going to say insert. Again, it's your choice, whichever you want to select. There you go. It has done it for the first one. Okay, I can get rid of this. Click on this one, press delete or backspace. Yeah, that looks fine. I don't want to have this in the background, the grid lines. I would like to have a border, so I'm going to select a solid line, and of course I'll move the chart and I'll call it question 1 percentage. Okay, so it'll be easier for you to know which chart is which. There you go. If you want to see your data, if you want to see the numbers, for example, you can come over here, go to data labels, and we can say maybe outside end. Okay. You can increase the size if you wish. Okay, you can do it for the rest. For example, properly, I'm going to select all the way till blanks, and then this one again. And now if I say insert, okay, now that looks fine. So I'm going to go and delete this. I don't need this. Okay, I'm going to move this one and I'll call it question 3. Of course, you can do all of this using a pivot table, but sometimes a pivot table becomes very difficult to handle. So in case you do not want to use a pivot table, you can analyze your data using this method. Okay, so hope that was useful, and good luck in your data analysis. Thank you very much.